Getting a pay raise. It's got to be one of the best feelings you can have at work, right? It feels like progress, like a real reward for all that hard work. But have you ever noticed how quickly that initial excitement just fades? And a few months down the line, you look at your bank account and it doesn't really feel all that different. Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into.
So let's ask the big and maybe slightly uncomfortable question. Why is it that a bigger paycheck so rarely translates into actual, lasting wealth? I mean, it seems like it should, but the answer is a little more complicated than you'd think, and it tells us a ton about our relationship with money.
When we get a raise, the expectation is super simple, right? More money. That number on your payslip goes up, and for a moment, you feel like you've totally won the game.
And right behind that comes the hope for more security. You know, a bigger financial cushion, a little less stress when the bills come, that feeling of finally being on solid ground.
But is that what really happens? The truth is, for most of us, a salary raise often doesn't lead to more wealth or even that much more security. So let's break down the two main reasons why this keeps happening. All right, first up, we have to talk about the forces that are working against your raise before that money even has a chance to hit your bank account. You can think of them like invisible leaks in a bucket, just draining away the value right from the start.
And this chart, wow, it shows the problem perfectly. Let's say you get a nice 5% raise. Awesome. But then, boom, inflation hits. If the cost of everything goes up by, say, 4%, your real raise is already knocked down to just 1%. And we haven't even talked about taxes yet. That new income often gets taxed at your highest rate, so the government's cut is bigger than you might expect. All of a sudden, that exciting 5% on paper has shrunk into something, well, a lot less exciting.
And this is the real gut punch. On paper, your paycheck is definitely bigger. You feel richer. But in your pocket, what that money can actually buy, its purchasing power has barely moved. Sometimes it might even go down. It's a total disconnect.
So, those outside forces are one piece of the puzzle. But the biggest, and I mean the biggest reason raises don't build wealth is something much more personal. It's something we actually have control over. It's called the lifestyle inflation trap. This cycle is so sneaky, and it happens to almost all of us. You get that raise and you have more cash to play with. Then, without even really thinking about it, your spending just expands to meet it. It never feels crazy or irresponsible. It's just, a slightly nicer apartment, a phone that isn't 2 years old, maybe a few more meals delivered to your door. But when you add it all up, these little upgrades completely eat the entire raise before it has any chance to become savings or investments.
This quote just nails the heart of the trap, doesn't it? Your income goes up, but your expenses rise right there with it. You get used to that new standard of living, and suddenly you need that higher income just to keep things the way they are. It's like you're running faster on a financial treadmill, but you're not actually going anywhere.
Okay, so this brings us to what is probably the most important mindset shift in all of personal finance. To get out of this cycle, we have to completely redefine our goal. See, we've been chasing a higher income, but the real goal, that should be building wealth. And believe me, they are not the same thing. So what is wealth, really? It isn't just a big number sitting in a savings account. Real wealth is the stuff you own, like stocks or real estate or a business, that generates value even when you're not actively working. It's money that starts making more money for you, and it is the only thing that can truly protect your purchasing power from those invisible leaks we talked about earlier.
This comparison just makes it so clear. Income is what you get for trading your time for money. It's temporary. It stops when you stop working. Wealth, on the other hand, is what you own. It's designed to last, it works for you 24/7, and it has the potential to grow exponentially. A raise boosts your income for sure, but it does not automatically create wealth.
So, does that mean raises are pointless? No way, absolutely not. We just have to see them for what they are, a powerful tool. A raise is your chance to create stability, to build a margin of safety in your life, and to get the cash you need to jump on real opportunities. But it only works if you use it that way, by consciously deciding to keep your spending in check and aiming that extra money towards building real, lasting wealth. So what's the big takeaway here? That endless chase for just a slightly bigger salary, it's not the path to freedom we think it is. True financial freedom isn't about earning more. It's about keeping more and then putting what you keep to work for you. A raise can be the perfect starting gun for that journey, but only if you see it for what it truly is, a powerful tool, not the finish line itself.
All sources and references for this video are listed in the description below. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Please consult a licensed professional for your specific situation.